The night air in Glasgow buzzed with excitement well before the first note echoed through Hampden Park. Fans had been arriving since midday, braving the typical Scottish spring drizzle and strong winds, yet their spirits remained high. By sunset, the stadium was packed to the brim, every seat filled and every terrace bustling. The familiar chants of Kendrick, Kendrick, rang out from the stands, creating an atmosphere of urgency and celebration. Glasgow had come out in full force, eager to witness history. Welcome to Celebrity Cookies, where the tea is always hot and the stories come with sprinkles of surprise. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment with your take on the story. As darkness fell, the stadium lights dimmed to a gentle glow. The speakers pulsed with a deep, driving track, a carefully curated mix of bass-heavy beats designed to energize the crowd. Hundreds of phones were raised like lighthouses, illuminating the dark arena with tiny lights. For a fleeting moment, it felt like a mystical ritual, with thousands holding their breath in anticipation of when the stage would come alive. And then it happened. The opening chords of whacked-out murals sliced through the air as Kendrick Lamar stepped into the spotlight, his silhouette accentuated by swirling fog and laser beams. He moved purposefully, each step intentional, every gesture precise. The kick drum resonated in the chest, and the crowd's roar filled the space, closing any gap between artist and audience. In that moment, a singular force emerged, raw, electrifying energy. He commanded the stage like a general surveying a battlefield, but instead of weapons, he wielded rhythm and rhyme. The lyrics cut through the darkness. Money over everything, money on my mind. The crowd echoed each line in unison, their voices creating a wall of sound that reverberated throughout the venue. It was clear, Glasgow didn't just admire Kendrick Lamar, they revered him. Without skipping a beat, he transitioned into Squabble Up. The stadium erupted into a swirling mass of bodies, arms waving, heads nodding, feet stomping. Fans lifted onto shoulders, raised their hands high, passionately reciting Kendrick's every word in sync with the track's energetic beat. When the line "Fight Night, Gloves Off" hit, it felt as if sparks were flying, the crowd's energy merging into an unstoppable force. After the whirlwind of Squabble Up, the stadium lights shifted to a warmer hue. Kendrick paused at the edge of the stage, allowing the crowd's thunderous applause to wash over him. He raised a fist, sharing a moment of silent connection with the audience. Then he spoke. "Glasgow, we're here to celebrate life. Let me see you smile," his voice resonating across the field. A collective cheer erupted in response, a release following the intensity of the first two songs. Next up was Family Ties, Kendrick's collaboration with Baby Keem, which has become a hallmark of his current era. As the distorted beat kicked in, the audience immediately felt the shift. People instinctively surged forward as Baby Keem's high-pitched verse filled the venue. Kendrick returned during the chorus, and the crowd's energy intensified. Flags waved, including the Scottish Psalter and homemade signs featuring Kendrick's logo. A group near the front held a banner that read, "Family First," and throughout the song, it was clear that everyone felt part of something larger than just the music. The line "Blood makes you related, loyalty makes you family" resonated deeply as both a declaration and a promise. Then came the moment every Kendrick fan looks forward to, the opening lines of All Right. The transition was seamless. What began as a lively sing-along quickly transformed into an anthem of resilience and hope. Thousands of voices joined in singing "We Gon' Be Alright," a chant that has transcended genres and borders since its inception. In Glasgow, it carried a special weight. In a city known for its spirit of defiance and solidarity, Kendrick's message of collective uplift felt especially relevant. The crowd jumped together, hands raised high, creating a wave of optimism beneath the night sky. Against this backdrop, Kendrick delivered some of the song's most powerful lines. "And if God got us, then we gon' be alright." His voice slightly trembled on the word God, serving as a gentle reminder of the song's roots in spiritual exploration and social struggle. For a brief moment, time seemed to freeze. The drums reverberated off the stadium walls, and the lights dimmed as if to honor the moment. Across the venue, faces glistened with tears and smiles. It was a pure expression of human connection. As All Right wrapped up, Kendrick took a moment of silence before leaning into the microphone, his voice low and intimate. "You play God, you gon' get what you asked for." The stadium fell silent, absorbing the gravity of his words. It felt like a blend of a chant and a spell, a reminder that power, pride, and faith all come with consequences. The audience responded with quiet, respectful applause, acknowledging the significance of his message. Kendrick then launched into DNA, the explosive opening track from Damn, that highlights his lyrical prowess. From the very first beat, the bass reverberated through the ground. His delivery was fierce, his voice slicing through the pulsating rhythm like a whip. "I got royalty inside my DNA," he shouted, and the crowd echoed every word with unwavering enthusiasm. Mosh pits formed spontaneously, bodies colliding in a controlled frenzy, channeling the song's raw energy. Glow sticks and phone screens lit up the darkness, creating a moving constellation. During the bridge, Kendrick took a moment to let the audience respond with his signature ad-libs. Their collective voice resonated powerfully, shaking the stage and bringing a big smile to Kendrick's face. It served as a reminder that a Kendrick concert is more than just a performance. It's a vibrant, immersive experience. The lines between artist and audience blurred as they became one, united by the music and the moment. As the final notes of DNA faded, Kendrick stepped back, sweat shimmering under the lights, and raised his hand in gratitude. Fireworks erupted behind him, shooting flames into the sky. The resulting roar felt like a triumphant cheer, a shared expression of victory and joy. But Kendrick wasn't done yet. The night progressed, with each song revealing a new chapter that felt both intimate and universal. He transitioned into Love, creating a softer atmosphere with its melodic, reflective lyrics. Fans swayed, eyes closed, singing along to every emotional line. It was a brief moment of tranquility, a reminder that even in the midst of an energetic performance, Kendrick embraces his vulnerability. He then moved through Money Trees, Goosebumps, and an incredible rendition of Humble, each song infused with Glasgow's distinct energy. During Humble, the crowd erupted into a synchronized chant of "Sit down, be humble," as thousands of fans became Kendrick's backup singers, perfectly in harmony. Throughout the performance, Kendrick fostered genuine connections with the audience. He reached out for fist bumps, high-fived security staff, and acknowledged homemade signs that shared personal stories. At one point, he paused mid-song to give a fan a signed tour poster, causing her to nearly drop it in her overwhelmed state, tears streaming down her face. Kendrick smiled and pointed at her before continuing with his performance. By the time he wrapped up with Mad City, the stadium was buzzing with energy. This was Kendrick Lamar at his most dynamic, an artist known for pushing boundaries, posing thought-provoking questions, and conveying profound truths through intricate lyrics and beats. Yet in Glasgow, that complexity transformed into pure, unfiltered joy. The finale felt like a victory lap. "Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real," Kendrick shouted, and the crowd echoed every word in inflection. As the last echoes faded, Kendrick stood center stage with his arms raised. The lights brightened, revealing a sea of faces, some tired, some ecstatic, all transformed. He took a final bow, allowing the applause to wash over him. Then, without a word, he exited through a cloud of smoke, leaving behind the memories of an unforgettable night. As fans flooded the streets of Glasgow, the chants persisted, with some even chasing after the tour bus as it sped away. Conversations were filled with enthusiasm, the best night ever, a transformative performance, the show of a lifetime. Taxis and buses transported groups of fans who continued to discuss their favorite highlights, sharing videos and texting friends who couldn't make it, assuring them they wouldn't miss the next one. In the calm that followed, one thing became clear: Kendrick Lamar had just etched Glasgow into his cultural legacy. This was more than a concert. It was a significant event. A moment when the artist and audience united in something remarkable. In a world where performances come and go, few will forget the night Kendrick Lamar and SZA enthralled Scotland, especially in Glasgow, where the crowd turned out in full force to experience it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on the story.